since I stripped the Danish lands out of them, their navy is no longer up to par. Wonder if it's worth upgrading my boats. Costs as much as doing them all up again. I won't upgrade the cogs then, but the galleys I should really ka-ching get up to scratch. Their capital would be nice, but their capital is super expensive. I should focus on Matau instead. Now you were Protestant, but it still made Bohemia angry, taking that one province off of Lubeck. Indeed, removing Lubeck from the equation altogether. But what a good thing I did there. Gives me all the training fields I could ever need. I'm not so good at building these kinds of buildings because I always prefer to stockpile my money, even if it's not really the best thing to do. Jake, you aren't stealing tech. That's true. I just have so much for my diplomats to do. I guess Saxony don't really need to like me that much. Hey, the Pope, you still got that super tech for me? No, it was Livonian Order who had it for me. Give technology, please. And I doubt anybody is at... Yeah, nobody's going to be at military tech 18. But with that 1717, I can quite safely tech up in military administration. Nice. Allows me to do that forced march jazz. Remember when that was tied to an idea group? Dark times. I can probably speed 4 it, to be honest, because our level of aggressive expansion with so many people has stunted our growth spurt here. But I also need to get ready for bringing it down on Livonian Order. I broke them up with Russia. Ugh, but they're allied with some heavy hitters as well. Bohemia and Poland, huh? But Russia has just gone hostile towards Livonian Order, so that's kind of good and kind of bad. Because if the Russians get all worked up about it, they might eat it up before us. We'll see what happens when we have a free diplomat to actually act on these kinds of things. Otherwise, though, I could well get my units over there preemptively. Blooming Teutonic separatists. They'll go away. Kiev is free. When did that happen? That was when the Ottomans attacked, but because I carved this away, the Ottomans were only able to grab Moldavia. Moldavia was here. Yes, over in Plock, or Block, or whatever you want to call it. Makes little odds to me. So yeah, all of their big friends want to help out. Bohemia, Poland, dreaded Riga. Riga is just another whole bag of fun to deal with. Why don't I deal with something that I can actually make good on and go and fight the Finns? I mean, I see no good reason not to. Finland, you are awful, and you shouldn't exist. risky biscuits, but I don't think the Rus will turn on me just for this. I mean, we have so much trust and such good relations that why would they? Besides, if they'd wanted to conquer Finland, they would have done it so long ago. Instead, they just left them for me. It was like a little prize for me to take. Where can you even run to? Ah, that's right. I have access through Russia, so they can use that. But it's not going to help them out for very long. Won't Russia hate you if you conquer Finland? Maybe. But they don't have a claim on it. They'll probably turn away from it being vital interest. They are, after all, an administrator. And I think that's been Russia's downside. They've been so administrating. They haven't even been colonizing, which is a damn shame for them. But I've been feeding them so much that they've barely had anything to spend their points on. Poor Russia. I wish I had increased prestige from naval battles, then I'd feel good about that. Well, I could certainly feel good about taking all the money, thank you kindly. I never even looked to see what that would do aggressive expansion wise. I mean, it just gave Poland enough to want to kill me. Can't worry about these things though, I mean, really. Nah, I doubt the Finnish will rise up. I'll give them the autonomy they want to get you cored, and then the Teutonics still wish to rise up. Never a dull moment when I'm dealing with my rebs. I forget where they wanted to rise up though. Koenigsberg. That's good, I'm ready for them. Oh, here it comes. Here's the coalition, and it took Finland to trigger it. Poland could actually join it. Sweden probably will join it, which is all the more reason that I should strike them now. The trouble is, wouldn't really get anything out of it. I'd get nothing but pain. Did you see that, Jake? Russia took maritime. I thought you were the only one going for bad ideas. Well, they got ports. I haven't seen Russia fail on the naval front. Alright, this coalition is meaning business now. If it includes Poland, then we are actually going to have something to deal with. But it won't involve England, and I still need to figure out what to do with them. Oh, I think the Finnish are going to try and make their way into the province that I just took. Yeah. Oh, of course, because it's the Finnish army that got turned into rebels. Well, by all means, come and play. Jake, I think taking all that trade really Lübeck the coalition to form. It was a necessary... what in the world? Nordjylland. I don't care about Nordjylland. Assuming that is its real name. Look at these jokers. Look, I'm even gonna show Russia how much I care about them. By taking care of their rebel scum. This is a bit of a shame, but I think I will call a diet just so I can get a bit more of that military support out of them, and then we'll grant them the aid that they want. They're good guys. But yeah, truly, aggressive expansion management, one of the harder parts of this entire campaign. And that's unusual, because normally I have aggressive expansion fairly well under control. Why and where do the Brems want to rise up? Ah, Lubeck, of course. Of course. Already given it to the Merchant Guild, so I'm more than happy to give them what they want right there. Ooh. But I think this could be the point where I chill out in the campaign for a wee bit. Westphalians finally proving themselves worthy to be in my empire. It's a good feeling. Because I need to let that aggressive expansion tick away. I want Denmark inside of me, and I need to think how to deal with England. I've got this amazing Casus Belli to use on them, but they're allied to too many people inside the HRE for me to suitably deal with, whilst also taking care of them. Good to see Bohemia still doing what they do best, though this is rather nice though. I could get Austria on my side. Austria don't like England, so they might be willing to join in, assuming I had favours with them. Still over my Diplo relation limit, but I think we can work with something here. Chick, at least Holland is dying. Holland were never a problem. Truly never ever. There we go. Got espionage fleshed out completely. We can infiltrate, administrate all we want. Why don't we do it right now just to feel good about ourselves? Nah, that's what we're talking about. We've got France stripped bare before us. We can see everything. That's something you often get the liberty of seeing, because who would ever take espionage and flesh it all out? And the little bonus we get to see here is, oh, all of our policies are administrative realm. Oh, awful. Awful. Well, actually, given my current situation, this one doesn't look half bad. And that one's pretty good, actually. Notice the ones I'm going aren't too shabby, had nothing to do with espionage. Oh. Game reminding me about my desire to conquer Osul. Maybe I should improve relations with people to get them out of this coalition. Oh, there was a Poland here once. I think it's going to die. Then again, we don't have a very big truce with each other. They're allied with the Livonians as well, which gives me a chance to fight them without having to deal with too many others. See, this is exactly why I left a nice short truce with the Poles. So I can capitalize on the fact that I keep forgetting to put down my bloomin' claims. Jake, American Truck Simulator is out now. Link is playing it. Hold on. People keep asking me this, but I'm pretty sure it's not out yet. Whilst the game churns away, I'm going to have a quick look. Over to the wish list, and where are you, American Truck Sim? Added last year. No, it'll be unlocked in 1 day and 13 hours. I guess the people playing it right now have ahead of time keys. I'm not a big enough hotshot to get those keys, I guess. Jake, did you take nearly all of your land coastal for a reason, or is it just a coincidence? I got what I could. The trouble was digging deep into Poland. Why do that when I could take the more lucrative coastline? digging into the HRE, never a great idea. And taking the coastline allows me to kind of slither around, especially when it comes to slithering up through Scandinavia, which far fewer people care about. I kind of like the idea of getting some prestige, actually. That's 20 prestige for 10 admin. That's like placating Scotland once. Better make it 25. Sure, why not? I don't often take that, so it's a nice change. Chick, I started playing Euro Truck Simulator because of your streams. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Euro Truck Simulator is, well, playing that and UK Truck Simulator has given me some of the best times I've ever had when playing video games. Times that I can look back and truly remember that I had a hell of a fun time doing what I do. You know, I'm pretty big now. Why don't I start demanding provinces from people? Well, that's why, because it's not helping, not really helping me out there. Oof. Getting that prestige lost again. We'll have a look at Poland, see if we can do anything there once they're done being ravaged. Mind you, there's also Saxony, who still has that province that should be ours. And we can grab glorious Austria as an ally. Sure, we're hurting on the Diplo relations, and we're going to hurt even more, but that's alright. Good to have some powerful friends. Friends in high places and all that. Rebels at 90%, Jake. I am ready for them. Could be a bit more ready if I actually had my troops in position. To be honest, this missionary is doing better than I thought. Why is that? I thought he was going to take like 80 months. Prove legitimacy. Nah. Well, the thing is, that'll trigger as soon as our Duchess dies, which is actually going to be quite soon, so let's prove our legitimacy. Unless she turns out to be another Maria. Maria Theresa. Wait, what? No. Can I get rid of this alliance now, please? Okay, so the Evangelical Union has died a death, and now Bohemia are not particularly well backed. A good chunk of the HRE is Protestant. Does this mean you're going to lose your popular support? Russia would certainly back me killing you, but I don't have reason to do so. I could get reason, and then kind of have Austria further munch you to pieces. Would bring in Livonian order, but that brings its own problems. Having a rummel with Bohemia might be for the better, but we're almost truced out with Poland. We'll see what we can do with you. But Poland are allied with Austria. And Sweden are threatening war on us. Yeah, they wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably have to pick on somebody that's fairly friendless. Jake, accepted culture in Luba. Ah, that was it. Thanks for the reminder there. And hey, if the missionary finishes, we won't have to worry about those Brems. There we go, no Bremians. Oh, what a happy day for us. Get rid of those bloomin' Finns as well. And maybe we'll eventually be able to get these provinces converted as well. A couple of years. It's all looking just fine for Greater Denmark. Soon there'll be no imposter Denmark, as they are 67% of the way into getting inside our belly. Austria very nearly wouldn't help Poland, which would be lovely. That is Coalition Center. Indeed, let's do something about that. There's probably no getting you out of the Coalition anytime soon. So it's more about removing the other members. Ansbach, why are you even in this? Why are you here? Yeah, the story behind Maria Theresa is that I was trying to establish brown skin as Sweden. That is to say, as Sweden, I lost all but Lapland when it came to my provinces. Then I converted myself to pagan by going bankrupt. And then I ate down into the HRE, force converted all the electors to be pagan by forcing it down to being one elector and then bankrupting him into paganism, but I digress. That forced there to be elections for pagan emperors and established brown skin, because on the diplomatic mode animism is brown, so I call it brown skin. I know it was clever beyond its time. Honestly, it's one of the things I should be most proud of in what I've done in Europa. I enjoyed doing it a lot. Times are good for our country. Ansbach will probably leave Brunswick unless... could happen. That eased tension kind of overinflates things. But it's England I want to crush. Was it the only time you took loans, Jake? When I'm allowed to take loans if it's part of a strategy. At least that's what I tell myself to make myself feel better. Really, really happy to see Denmark converting provinces. It's going to make things easier for me later on. Oh, Livonian Order. I once saw you in a coalition and it's gone now. Holland won't save you. Bohemia will, but Russia have a thing or two to say about it all. I don't know if grabbing yet more aggressive expansion is really what I should be doing. But I mean, he who dares wins, right? It's not like these important parts of Europe care. And I got Austria backing me up, even if coalitions do decide to happen, like the happy little accidents they are. Oh, and Russia don't even desire the provinces except for Ocel. I would like Ocel. I'm surprised Poland are even going to get involved in all this. Why? Horrific debt is aim of the game there. And it gives me a chance to ravage Bohemia, which is something I've wanted to do for a while. Saxony, you're going to get in on all this as well. I could even just promise Russia land. That way, they'll be satisfied with these Polish provinces that they're no doubt going to get. Because I need to fatten Russia up a bit more. And that way I don't have to spend favors bringing them in. Mind you, I have plenty of favors to play with as it is. Could just give them it anyway. Hey, you know what? I'll have my little fun. But I'm taking Ocel. I hope he doesn't mind. He can't get there fast enough, so it's okay. Call in all my friends and see what happens. This isn't a very smart thing to do, by the way. I should have my armies prepared, my forts paid for, all that jazz. But like I said, this is bad ideas, guy. And it's all about playing to the spirit of the game. Riga, Bohemia, Poland, but not Holland. Bloomin' Holland. Like I always say, why worry? Jake, why don't rebels stop nations from joining anymore? Seems very strange for a half-wrecked Ming to join a war. It happens. Hope that wasn't a fortified province. Good. wow, Denmark actually swung quite a navy into that. Holy lord, I just saw that Bohemian stack. I wonder just how keen Poland are to remain in this war. Length of the war isn't helping the situation, but gives the Russians something to do. Look at them go. Look at them crush those really very pathetic Polish guys. The Poles are probably very close to going bankrupt anyway. But I'll let the... there's Brandenburg down there. I kind of want to help the poor guy out. But I wonder if it's all just a con. They're not going to fight at all. They just wanted to rile me up. And to see my general die. Huh. There's the thing. Daft people get daft luck. The Ottomans just decided that the Bohemians look really rather scrumptious right now. Can't make this stuff up, I mean, really. Getting my mercenaries in that province first means that, oh wow, we've even managed to overcome some of this horrific morale difficulty. All is well. Why? Oh right, I was wondering why Saxony looked like an ally to me there. It's because they are my ally. Jake, are you hoping Russia gets time of troubles? Truthfully, I'm hoping Russia do extremely well, so that I have a nice, big, meaty boss to fight towards the end. That would be my desire. Ocel is a problem. I'm gonna ditch just one guy and leave him there. My shaky reasoning being that I wanted to keep hold of Ocel, not Russia. Let's make that hay. And if I leave one guy there, it'll stop the Revel Fort from re-establishing control over it. Poles, get out of my land. I know you're stronger than me. That doesn't scare me. Get the hell out of here, Poland. Adding to the long list of joke nations. To be honest, I should make my move on Warsaw and just watch it fall. Get my two siege general on it. The others can watch from Visna, I guess. Enjoy the show. Poor Poland. Poor in every sense of the word, Poland. Oh, snap. Wrong province. Okay, I'm going to do something I almost never do, and patrol between two provinces. I mean, who has ever used the patrol feature? But this will make sure I block them on both sides. Unless he decides to throw out a suicide fleet, that would take me down, but I'm not concerned about that. Maybe we're joke nation, Jake, but at least we know how to use map in Doom. Wellswerbaum, are you going to give it another shot today? Because that I'd like to see. It would tickle my funny bones something proper, I'm sure. We're having a hard time taking down Warsaw, but they are destroying Marienburg. Probably, once again, slaughtering the names of these provinces. But my good friend, the Rus, he knows how to deal with it. I'd love to join in, but it would cost me 10 mil. Actually, for science, I'm going to join in. Because I want to check something here. 39, wow! Just by throwing my garrison at it, I can gain army tradition and prestige. That was almost not a complete joke with regards to wasting my